Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are currently in House Fortemps, and last time Count Edmund asked us to help his sons with their task, whatever they are. Well, when I originally recorded this, I did Amanda Lane first, but I want to start with Artoirel this time. Let us begin anew, Mistress Klingor. I'm Sir Artoirel de Fortemps, eldest son of Count Edmund de Fortemps. You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Orchifant has spoken of you often. If you're even half a woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand then. We will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandare and Desmail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. But we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must needs secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables and foundation. I pointed those out last episode, so let's go there. I've secured Chocobo portals for the two of us. The Chocobo keep has yours. Greetings, Mistress Klingor. I've settled a black Chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Artoirel's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black Chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As a dancer, you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, and be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Travel to Falcon's Nest.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
Now, since the patch 5. What was it? 3? Flying mounts are not that unusual anymore. You have them unlocked once you start, once you finish in 2.0. But usually they are unlocked later, after are done with Artoirel and the Amanda Lane, and one other story event in Ishgard. That was when flying was actually unlocked. So having a flying mount, even if it was just from a Chocobo keep, was something special. The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne Chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. It's been far too long, Lord Artoirel. And who might your companions be? Pray forgive our latest, Sir Redwald. I present you Desiree Klingmore, Ward of House Fortemps. Ah yes, of course, Lord Drillmond spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Klingmore is unfamiliar with our recent history? When, with your permission, I shall recount the tale for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers. And then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics, Lady Ishgard and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded a reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortemps are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Sir Redwald and I are discussing how to deal with the heretics in this region. In the meantime, I ask that you see to other matters. Okay. Several craftsmen in service of House Desma are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Rolf, their foreman, tells me he has need of a woman with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? Yes, I'm Rolf, and who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them black birds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, with ice. It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my word, there are pockets of them here, and they're just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search for Hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. No, considering that I'm alone, it's better to take titles. No free. And the third is not here. Ah, how could I oversee? How could I not see this one? to the man. Ha! Now that's the woman what looks like she found her marks. You're just the sort we need around here, the kind that'll hop to when she sees the task undone. You're a dab-handed warcraft, I can tell. Not that I have any skill at arms to speak of, mind, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a ways to keep you to myself unless others would need help, same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike, a bloody huge statue out of my ways if you've never been. Mason by the name of Tiermon is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Tiermon, but I reckon he's taking on too much work for one. Might there be something you can do for him? Before I forget again. Sorry guys, not today. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Ruff bid you to assist me. Well, far be for me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with restoration of a sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just a thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slave free and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Deep eyes. Deep eyes are just ever so slightly creepy. These little fluff balls with one giant eye. There you are. Have you the bristles? Thick, deep grey bristles sheared from a wild beast. Okay. Feel how coarse it is? That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldra, first of the Azure Dragoons, and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken the searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I could ask for no greater honor. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Yezador, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Anyway, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. just noticed I can't unlock flying for Heavensward areas yet because I don't have the Ether compass. What's that? A package? I haven't the focus that you're talking about. Confound it, that fool of a... What a waste. It was a gift adventure. Tiermont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the few, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist Tiermont. May your journey back to Falkensnest be safe and swift. Pray, give my regards to Sir Redwold. I mean, who would see her out there? Or is she actually afraid to be recognized by the scouts who look from here? I must applaud your initiative, Mistress Klingor. Ruff tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artoirel included. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillman said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to River's Mead in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met some other misfortune we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artoirel will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart, and good luck. It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet, Mistress Klingor. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from the curve on Western Highland. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of a calamity. It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Oh, quite a bit of a way. Also, this is a low ground area here, yeah? Here, you can basically see the big bridge that leads over here, and this is down in the valley. Now the easiest way is probably to jump down the cliff and take the fall damage, but if you don't want to do that, the only real way is to go to the right of the bridge, down here. And then under the bridge to... well, to the west, to the camp. And there you see the destroyed airthorite in the distance. And of course I had to talk to Lord Artoirel first. who is standing up above. There below us, Camp Riversmeet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliffs safely from here. Should we fall, the beasts below would make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of a black iron bridge. If a reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it's possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Riversmeet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. The camp appears to be deserted, yet I cannot shake the feeling that... Mrs. Klingor? Pray search the camp while I stand watch. We dare not let the enemy take us unawares. Yeah, and there is, as you can see, a broken aetheryte. Heavensward has a bit of a problem with too few aetherytes for too large areas. Usually somewhere in a corner of a large area then. Hey, but look. A knight. Are you back here, by the way? Okay, let's help the knight. Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mistress Klingor. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Naught but white all around, until we saw shapes moving toward us. Running toward us with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of our passing. For my brothers, we must... Have faith, sir. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. Yes, you're right of it, Mrs. Klingor. Whatever remains of a heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we cannot well leave our friend here. I see him through Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcement. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretic's trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Alright. Rest assured, we will not be far behind. And Desiree, thank you. Have fun with your own gaunt figures. Lake. They won't let me jump. tracks continue to the north. Duty commenced. This way. Look, there's one of my hunt targets. Further north, it looks like. Oh, no. I have to scan them. Okay. A cane-weaving heretic. You look like a healer. The standard rule is healer dies first, right? Wild-eyed swordsman and a spineless heretic. There he runs. I need some help. Is his target, I believe. This farmstead. Now, you can actually kill the knight before he comes here. Then you have to search on your own where it could be. You're supposed to let him run away until you have found him here. Until he shows you here. You fool, you had them right to us! I won't. Lady Ishgard.
Looking for me, I presume.
Ah, the child who glimpsed the truth.
No! It cannot be.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou, alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
Killing civilians won't bring them together.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Mr. Klingor, praise alone you're alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So we're lurking in the cellar of his farmhouse? Tis a pity Lady Ice had escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have him on the run. We have dealt our foe a telling blow this eve, my friend. I shall see that your efforts are recognized. We're still searching the area, miss, but only the only heretics we've found thus far, the ones you left behind. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. Yes, because it's good that they brought me out now. Something I wanted to mention. The altar here of the heretics with Shiva and Wraithfilger. Just a little detail. The knights have met us here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwold. Come, after tracking heretics across mountains of snow and ice, I would say you are due for a few hours of rest next to a warm fire. It's of course stupid that because this counted as an instance, I don't get the map recognition here. Oh well, I do that later. Lord Artoirel, Mistress Klingor. Full glad am I to see you both hale and hearty. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury. I believe we have made great strides toward purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artoirel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fortemps could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. During a short time with us, you and Mistress Klingor have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Edward. We thank you for your hospitality. I don't think I can travel. No. Okay, if you want to leave Falcon's Nest back to Ishgard, you either have to take a chocobo porter or teleport there. At least until you unlock flying for the Western Highlands. Then you can go on foot, or, well, technically fly, but... Mistress Klingor, I would speak plain. From the first I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beg I believe. But Artoirel swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed she refused to acknowledge him. And to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that's not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea and honest guest of House Fortemps, my new comrade in arms, Artoirel's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor a sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Artoirel has the right of it all along, but I doubted your strength bespeaks mine own weakness. But I will not doubt you again, Mistress Klingor. On that you have my word. Alright. Critical is almost always good. And with that, I finally end this episode. Until next time, when we talk to Emma Lane and look what he has to do. I am Mace, and don't get lost.